One more day of Cricbuzz Chatter, one more day of rain, one more curtailed day, but more progress. Because there might only have been 120 overs in this game, but India have taken giant strides, especially right at the end, when we saw some searing pace from two quicks and two tired South African batsmen out in the end. That would have hurt badly.
Yeah, it would have hurt the South Africans big time. I mean, it's a bit of a turnaround to what you've come to expect from the series against India over the years gone by, that two of our batsmen walk out and they get bounced out in the space of 2 overs. Yeah, you don't often see that, so it's a bit of a turnaround. And you could just see the energy, the confidence is oozing from India. 2-0 up in the series, they go and post 500 again, and they come out with just a short little burst required, and they were up for it. Energy-wise, I think they enjoyed their batting at the back end, the bowlers who came out and played a few massive smacks to the boundary. But they were great. I mean, two wickets to fall so quickly, they've set it up again.
It's interesting that Mohammad Shami has this image of being slightly dozy. And yet he came out for that first over like he was like, someone just wound him up.
Yeah, there was plenty of energy. Him and Yadav, I mean, they were really good. And it's exactly what you want from your two opening bowlers as a captain. You know, when you're in such a strong position, you want them to try and push home the advantage. And they did exactly that. I mean, they only had 6 balls each, and both of them made a count.
Is it luck? Someone like Dean Elgar, I mean, he's trying to get off, just nicks the glove on the way. Is it luck or is it lazy batting?
No, it's just a domination. When you're being dominated in a series, those things don't go according to plan. I mean, if you have a look at the first ball he faces, it takes off, goes past his thigh pad on the leg side, beats Sahar because of the extra bounce. And then the next one's banged in, he thinks, well, it's going to bounce as well, just drops the hands and it comes through low and just takes a little nick. So no, I wouldn't say that. I'm saying that just happens. The rub of the green, when you're behind the 8 ball, unfortunately, it goes not according to plan.
I mean, I watched a lot of cricket and in India, and I've got used to Ashwin taking the new ball, to Jadeja coming on 3rd, 4th over. Suddenly to see these two running in much like they did in the 2015 World Cup. If you remember, that was Umesh Yadav and Mohammad Shami as well. But they ran in because there were runs on board. And Rohit's first ever double 100. I mean, it makes you wonder, why wasn't he opening all this time? I mean, it's easy to say be wise after the event, but he's taken it like fish to water.
He has, and he'll be really good here. I suppose we just say his challenge will be when he goes overseas. But after that first test match where he got 170, when he went into the dressing room, I think he would have thought, that was silly. I could have got a 200. Agarwal got a 200. Kohli got a 200. I think he said to himself, if I get that opportunity again, I'm not letting it go. And he was very vigilant about the way he went from 130 all the way to 200. Very watchful, very selective, didn't try anything loose. Still played the power shots when it was required. And fantastic. You know, he's a guy who deserves to have a 200. The way he's played, he's got plenty in the one-day format. Now he's ticked the box in the test matches.
Went 100 with a 6, went to 200 with a 6. Apparently no one's ever done that before. There's a little piece of trivia that comes out. Or maybe it will. I actually thought he'll go down into the stump mic like he spoke to Harbhajan when he was in Vizag. I thought he'll go into the stump mic and say, Virupa, for your birthday, this was a special. You know, I've got 100 with a 6, a double with a 6. I also thought post that 100 in the West Indies, Rahane, this was probably Rahane's most fluent that I've seen him for a long time.
Yeah, he looked good. It's the best I've seen him play. I mean, I obviously don't see as much of the Indian team as you do, but he looked really good. And then once he got his 100, he decided also just to play a bit more carefree cricket, and that's probably why he got himself out. But fantastic partnership, and once again India laying the foundations.
Now we're going to put Polly in the hot spot. In the hot spot, South Africa. What do you do different?
I don't know if there's anything they could have really done differently. They had to get early wickets. I think that was the key. They had to get early wickets and then make that new ball count. It's a bit of an inexperienced bowling lineup. One's playing his first test, one's playing his second test. Lungi's coming back from injury. I don't know if they could have done much different. I think sometimes you just got to the hat and just say the other team's playing better.
Now to fast forward. Just 120 overs. You've lost a lot of time. If this becomes a pattern, then we might have lesser and lesser time. What can we expect from South Africa? I mean, over the years, South Africa have stood for steel, for resolve. South Africa, tough players.
Yeah, they are. It's a difficult situation to be at end of the tour. You've lost 2 quick wickets, 2 big players. You know, it's not just like an opener who's making his debut or something. De Kock and Elgar are so key for South Africa. And now you've got Hamza, who's just his second game. Klaasen's going to be coming to bat in a test match for the first time.
Bavuma's average, you don't want to tell anybody.
Yeah, Bavuma's not going all that well, so it's going to be a tough task tomorrow. More importantly, I'll put you in the hot seat. What's the weather doing?
I'll tell you one thing about that. It's a bit of a running joke, this, because, well, as it turned out, your weather app didn't do too badly.
On the call, rain.
There was a time when Polly's weather app was showing rain pelting down and there was bright sunshine. Keep the weather at bay, but assume that you'll only get 60 overs in the day, and then if you get anything more, is a bonus.
Yeah, I think so. So India, I wouldn't be surprised if they have some success tomorrow, and if they do, maybe enforce the follow-on, because with the amount of rain, you're probably not going to have an extended spell. But it's all about South Africa showing some fight tomorrow and hopefully getting stuck in and getting a decent score. But as it's been for most of this test series, India in the charge.
I would like to have a mind probe into the minds of the South Africans and to figure out whether they're in Cape Town, Johannesburg, Durban, or whether in their minds they're in Ranchi. My gut feel is that they're already in Cape Town. We'll wait and see for the start of day 3 with India in the driver's seat.